Hey YouTubers, I really enjoy working in my yard and doing all the work that I can myself. One of the tools that I found very helpful that I didn't expect to use in the yard was a Sawsall. I use this thing extensively in the yard, and I wanted to talk about why I like it and something I found that I think I might like even better. As always, if you find this or any of my other videos helpful, please like and subscribe. It'll really help me grow the channel. Now, I've owned a Sawsall for many years. Before I got the Ryobi brand, I had a different brand, and I bought it to use for construction projects and what have you, but I found that I used it most often in the garden. I find that they're a wonderful tool for trimming crepe myrtles, which you see I've got one over my shoulder there. I actually have 6 of them in the yard, and 2 of them are much larger than that one there. But I use it for trimming the crepe myrtles, removing shrubs. You just stick the blade in the ground, make a circle around the shrub, and then pull the shrub out. It's great for that. And also, I've actually cut down a large river birch tree and dug out the roots and cut all the roots with a Sawzall, and then removed the tree myself. Save a lot of money over hiring somebody to do the job. As much as I love this tool, there's an inherent fault with it, and that is the saw goes back and forth, and that causes a lot of vibration, and it's a little bit of a handful even when there's no resistance. But if you've got a little bit of resistance, sometimes the blade sticks in a branch and then the whole saw goes back and forth, or the blade will stick in a branch you're trying to trim or prune, and the branch starts shaking, and instead of cutting the branch, you end up just shaking it. And so there's times when it can be a little frustrating to use, especially if you're up on a ladder. And so I've been looking for a better alternative that would cut faster, maybe even leave a smoother cut, and not have all of that vibration. And so I was very excited when I saw that Ryobi has this model P5452 8-inch pruning saw. Now, they make a larger 10-inch saw, but I really wasn't interested in that one because it's going to be heavier. It's much bigger than I need, and it requires that you use bar oil. And I've never had a chainsaw that did not leak bar oil out of the reservoir in between uses, and I really didn't want to deal with that. So it's the wrong time of year right now for me to use this, so I'll find out next spring whether this was a good investment or not. But I predict that it's going to be wonderful for pruning my crepe myrtles. And unfortunately, I have to prune them because they get up into the power lines, and so if I don't prune them, the electric company will, and they won't do as nice a job as I do. But it's about the same weight as the Sawzall, but no vibration, and I'm really looking forward to using this. I think it's going to be a much better tool for the job. Also, they say in the owner's manual to lubricate the chain occasionally with bar oil, but I'm going to try a different approach. I use a dry wax-based lubricant on my bicycle chains, and it does a wonderful job. It doesn't attract dirt. If it does get dirt in it, it just sort of flakes and falls off, and you put new lube on it, and you never have to really clean your chain. It's sort of self-cleaning, and I think that will be terrific on this saw blade. And so next spring when I go to use this, I'll be using that dry wax chain lube, and I'll report back later how the saw works out and how that lube works out. As always, if you find this or any of my other videos helpful, please subscribe. It'll really help me grow this channel. Thank you.